Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Miss Dida. Today I am going to be talking to you about a book review. This is a book that I think everyone should have, and it is the Humans of New York book by Brandon Stanton. Today I'm going to talk to you about why I love this book, when is a good time to buy it, and my rating for this book. So please do not go away. So this is one of those books that I didn't want to buy initially, and the reason is because I follow his social media account, Facebook and Instagram, and I'm like, I feel like I've read all the stories, but I'm so glad I was able to disappoint myself. Like I was really excited for that. But I'm going to talk to you guys briefly about how I was able to procure this book. If you're following him on Instagram, during the holidays, like around Christmas time, he posted a deal going on where you could purchase 2 of the books, and that's how I got both of them, and you get it for the price of 1. So originally, this book is $30. And I bought 2 for each book is $30, and I bought 2 for $27, and I got it from Amazon or something. So that was a great opportunity for me to buy it. I didn't even plan on buying 2, but I'm so glad I was able to get both books. So now I'm gonna get into the review of this book. It's a great book to have. The first reason I love this book is because it covers every aspect of life. Like in terms of diversity, individualism, and culture, it covers every aspect of life. Like whatever it is you can think of, family, career, divorce, marriage, disability, journalism, rape, incest, kids, anything, career, anything you can think of, the stories are in here. Like it's just mind-blowing. So that's the first reason I love it. The second reason I love and would recommend this book is because it is so inspiring, okay? And to explain the inspiring part, look at, and when I read, I tend to flag my books. See all the flags I have in here. And there are more up here, okay? The flags up here these are stories I wanted to post on my social media. For those of you that follow me on social media, you know I love Humans of New York. But they are so inspiring. Like, I'm going to open one of the stories up here that I flagged, and you will probably see why I flagged it. It is very, very inspiring. I want to get a good one. Okay, like this one. This picture right here, you see? The picture of a guy and lady, like pretty much at like a picnic table. Here's what the story says. He's not as adventurous as I am. He really enjoys his routine. But if I ever want to try something new like this, he will dress up and carry the picnic baskets. I mean, I just think it's awesome. Like, it's just really, really cool. Like, any aspect of life, it definitely inspires you. So that's the second reason I like it. Thirdly, it's humbling. Like, for those of us that always feel we have so much going on, like, oh, you know, whatever it is, we can't find a job, or we can't do this, or we can't do that, and you read some stories, you're like, really? You know, it just gives you, I don't know if a lot of us think like that, but I definitely do. It just gives me this, wow, really? You know, I'm just grateful for what I have. It just makes you, you know, have this sense of gratitude, like, wow, you know, things are really not as bad as it is for other people. Next, I think it's a great conversation starter, okay? And here's why. So, before I finished the first book, Every time I go to work, I'll talk about it. Like, I would always have it on my desk at work then. And I'll go like, what do you think about this book? And people would, just look at it and go like, wow, this is amazing. And then I'll end up loaning them. So it took me a while to actually get through these books. But yeah, it's a great, great conversation starter. I loaned a lot of people. I'm actually happy to loan it to people because they come back and, they tell me how much it's touched them. And I can see why, because something that might stand out for me may not stand out for the next person. So I think it's great. And finally, the way this book is designed, the photographer basically writes short stories or people. So I think even if you're not really like if you're not big when it comes to reading, you will still enjoy this. Like, it's not one of those books like you have to finish a whole chapter. It just keeps going on and on and on with, just more amazing stories. And now, this is the part where I'm supposed to talk about what I don't like about it. I honestly cannot think about one thing that I don't like about this book. The only thing I probably would say is the story ends, or the stories end. That's it. That's the only thing, because it's just great. I love reading it, and I would recommend this book. I definitely give it a 5-star. It's just one of those books that keeps on giving. Even this highlighted part, I'm sure when I go back to it, I would still see other things that would touch me differently. So if you're in a different part of your life, maybe you were single the first time you read it, and then you're married, or you have kids, or you're juggling jobs, like at different stage of your life, you will be able to have a deeper appreciation of this book. So yes, I would definitely recommend it. And I think this is one book that, if it doesn't inspire you, I don't know if anything else would inspire you. And at the very least, I hope it would inspire you to live. You see all these stories of people in a wheelchair, people dependent on other people, or people that are just hopeless. And what I get from it is it inspires me to live a full and purposeful life. Like, as long as I have breath and I can walk and I can, aspire and think and dream, absolutely, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So that's why I'm like, that's the very least you can do, from reading this book. And finally, I think some people somewhere have a book club solely based on Humans of New York, and I even thought about it once. I can see it. Like, the stories are just awesome. So yeah, I do post it on my Instagram, and a lot of people, connect with it. I like hearing other people's feedback about it. So I hope you do pick yourself a copy. So these two books are pretty much the same. They are very similar. The only difference I noticed in the New York compared to the Stories book is that the New York has a lot of graphics, like as seen in maybe Manhattan or something. They don't really have as much stories as the Humans of New York stories. That's really the only thing, but they're the same. I love it. I actually have more stories I liked in the Humans of New York stories compared to the Humans of New York book. So yes, this is pretty much all I have for today. Let me know your thoughts about this book. And even if you don't buy the book, I hope you at least follow his Instagram page or Facebook page. So let me know your thoughts. Have you been personally, convicted by any of the stories? What are your thoughts? What's your feedback? I know a lot of people that followed me also went ahead to purchase it. So I would love to hear your thought about this book. And do share. I just really hope you pick it up as a gift. I would recommend you buy it around Christmas time, like I said. But that really is all for this book review today. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time. Bye.